Hello friends, today we are going to learn about the morphological structure of a plant. You have learnt in your junior classes that plants have two systems, root system and the shoot system. Here what you can see is the shoot system. And this one is known as a root system. Shoot system stays above the ground and bears stem, leaves, flowers, and fruits. While the root system is a non-green part of a plant. And it normally remains underground. Now let's study the types of roots. Generally there are two types of roots. One is a taproot and the other one is a fibrous root. Now let's see how it looks. This is the base, that is the ground, and the taproot is something that looks like this. Okay, how we can define this taproot? Root that grow as a thick primary root vertically downward is known as a taproot. And there are small roots that arise which are known as lateral roots. So these roots are known as lateral roots. Okay, so now let me draw for you the fibrous roots. Now the fibrous roots are like this, which look as a bunch. They don't have a main root like a taproot. So how you will define fibrous roots? Fibrous roots are those that arise as a tuft, or you can also call it as a bunch, from the base of the stem. Okay, and such type of roots are known as fibrous roots. Now let's talk about the functions of the roots. The main functions of the roots are anchorage, and the other one is absorption. Anchorage here means the roots fixes the plant to the ground, while absorption means the roots absorb water and minerals which are used by the plants. So these are the functions of the roots. Now let's talk about the modifications seen in roots. Other than the functions, what we just saw, like anchorage and absorption, there are some more modifications that are seen in roots. The first one that we are going to talk about is food storage. The food storage here means there are some roots that store food for unfavorable conditions so that they can use it when required. And the best example are carrots. They store food so that they can use it for the unfavorable conditions. The extra food is stored in them. And the second one is extra support. Extra support here means some roots act as pillars and provide extra support, such as prop roots in banyan tree and then the climbing roots in the money plant. So these are some other modifications that are seen in the roots. Now let's talk about the shoot system. The shoot system, as I told you, the part that grows above the ground and which bears so as I told you, this is known as a shoot system, the part that grows above the ground. Okay. And mainly includes stem, leaves, flowers, and fruits. Now, if we talk about a stem is the main axis of the shoot that bears branches, as I told you. Yeah, we can also add branches here. Leaves, flowers, birds, and fruits. The stem is normally divided into two parts. Now, if we talk about the two parts, I'll just draw a few leaves so that you understand about the two parts. Okay. Okay, so as this shows that it has leaves, there are two parts which are known as nodes and internodes. I'll show you what are nodes. This point, what you can see, I'll just point for you. This point where the leaf has grown or where the bud arises, bud. Okay, these points are known as nodes. While the portion between the two nodes, like this one, from here till here, will be known as internode. So let me point out for you, this is a node. Okay. And this portion between these two nodes is known as internode. Okay, so the node is a point on the stem where leaf, branch, or bud arises. So these points, these 3 points, what you can see where leaf has arisen is known as a node, and the portion between these two leaves, this portion is known as the internode. Now let's study about the functions of the stem. There are mainly two functions of the stem. It holds the plant upright, and the second one, conduction, that is, it conducts water and minerals to all the parts of the plant that is taken by the roots. So stem is something that holds the plant upright. The plant always looks straight just because of the stem, because the stem holds it upright. And conduction here means whatever water and minerals are taken by the roots are all conducted to all the parts of the plant by the stem. Now let's study the modifications, some of the modifications other than the functions that we just saw. The first modification seen in some of the stems is support. Some stems, other than these functions, stems also provide extra support in some plants. Like if you have seen the grapevines, the tendrils are some, we call it as tendrils. I'll just write one example here. Tendrils in grapevine provides extra support to the grapevine. As grapevine is a climber, it needs extra support. So tendrils play a vital role in giving us support. The second one is storage. Yeah, same like some roots store food, in the same way there are some stems that store food. For example, we have ginger. You know ginger very well, and ginger is a stem that stores food for unfavorable conditions or the extra food that is stored in ginger. The third one is making food. Yeah, you're surprised, there are some stems that make food. Okay, it's not always leaves make food for a plant. The best example to understand this is cactus. In the cactus, leaves are modified into spines, hence the leaves cannot make the food. And in that case, the stems are green and fleshy so that they can make food for the plant. So we are going to learn more about this in the next class. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you so much.